Hello there. This is weird because I haven't talked to a camera just like purely to the camera in ages. Just want to start by saying this is a kind of update video. There is going to be a normal gaming vid that goes out later. So if the update isn't something that you're interested in, there's still going to be something for you. But if you want to stick around, then hi. If you're new to the channel, my name's Cameron and I massively overcomplicate everything. That's kind of what this video is about. I started making videos back in 2020. I think it was just before lockdown. Well, technically I started in 2015, but that was only for a few months. And then once people at school started figuring out that I was doing that, I kind of just stopped and deleted everything. But in 2020, I kind of wanted to start it properly, or at least try and figure out how to do that. A lot of the content back then was Fortnite related.
I see your silhouette through the build.
Did I just kill you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'd have different games every now and again, but for the most part it was Fortnite. Looking back at those videos now, they are shocking. The audio's terrible, the just editing's rubbish, but I was still kind of figuring out how it all worked. I'd grown up watching gaming content on YouTube for years, but I'd also kind of looked at some of the reaction stuff as well. It was mostly gaming, but every now and again if there was like a show that came out or like a music video or whatever, I'd watch people react to it.
What it do, ski guys? It is Fel34.
What's good, no life gang? It's your boy, it's your homie.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Crypt here, and today,
There we go. Let's do it, y'all.
And that's where the reaction side of my YouTube stuff kind of started. In August of 2020, I'd kind of started doing reaction stuff on what was originally the gaming channel, and I'd noticed that the views that I was getting from the reaction stuff was doing better than the gaming stuff. So I kind of just leaned into that.
say Houdini. Don't kill him.
They probably... The hell kind of vision is that? Quite a lot of the reactions were Walking Dead, either the main show or Fear the Walking Dead. And somehow I managed to get on one of the, well, a few of the Skybound reactions. If you don't know what I'm on about, basically there's this company called Skybound, and they had someone that they'd hired to make compilation videos of a load of people reacting to the show. So I ended up in, I think it was probably about 4 of them, something like that, maybe a bit more.
Oh, no one's there.
Oh, he left the post.
Does he have multiple setups?
It was a ghost.
You little bitch, where the fuck are you?
And some of them have some crazy views now. And they were that popular that even some of the cast watched different videos that I was in as well, which is mad. And that kind of like pushed me into doing just reaction stuff for a bit. It was still technically a gaming channel, but it was pretty much just reactions that were on there. And I'd still do gaming stuff every now and again on there, but it just wasn't really working. So in July of 2021, I split the gaming channel into the Reacts channel and made a new channel for the newer gaming stuff. New channel, gaming content, yes.
GG's, bro.
And that Reacts channel that I've got at the moment, you'll see if you go to the old, like really old videos, it was a gaming channel, but now this one is. Around that time as well, I was kind of getting back into like playing FIFA, and I quite enjoyed watching simulated matches of FIFA because I liked the idea of putting 2 teams together and just having no control as to who wins, just watching it and seeing what happens. And I was thinking, oh, I wonder if other people are going to be interested in that as well. So at the same time as splitting the Reacts channel, well, the gaming channel into a Reacts channel and then gaming channel as its own thing, I'd also made a FIFA channel, so I was now technically running 3 channels at the same time. You can probably start to see where it's getting a bit complicated and why I'm now making this video. By the time it got to around February 2022, the gaming content and the Reacts content, they'd kind of just slowed down because I was trying to do so much. I was also working a job where the hours were quite long, so I was tired when I got back and didn't really want to do a load of content stuff. And there was also a load of stuff happening just in my personal life as well, because my stepmom, she'd been diagnosed with cancer, and then it was motor neuron disease and basically a load of problems. And I thought, how can I do something that's still like pushing out content but not at the same rate as I needed to with all of the long form stuff, basically. So I started doing shorts. But at the time, YouTube didn't have the different sections like they do now, where it's like homepage, videos, shorts, live, whatever. It didn't have a section just for shorts. So I didn't want to upload it on the gaming channel or the Reacts channel or whatever, because it would put it in the same place as the long form content and it just looked like a mess. So I made a 4th channel just for shorts. And then for a while, that was pretty much all I was doing. I'd stopped doing the FIFA stuff for a little bit. It was just to see if that kind of content and that kind of form of content would work. Since then, they've added the different sections to the channels, and I've deleted that shorts channel and just moved everything over to the appropriate channels. So I guess it probably was a bit of a waste of time, but it worked at the time. But yeah, everything was kind of just slowing down at that point. If I wanted to do it, I didn't have the energy to do it or the push to be able to make something that I felt was good. And then in July of 2022, my stepmom passed away, so that kind of just halted everything. I'd already recorded a load of FIFA stuff, so I just pushed that out in my spare time just to kind of get my mind off everything. And from August to December of 2022, the FIFA stuff actually did mad, but then it went back down to not doing so well. But yeah, the whole second half of 2022, it was just me putting up older recordings of FIFA stuff that I'd already recorded from before everything, and then a couple of different things on the gaming channel, the Reacts channel, every now and again, but not with any consistency. By the time it got to the start of last year, I was hardly doing anything, but I was starting to kind of get that want to upload stuff again. I just wasn't really sure how I wanted to do it. I did try back in February of last year, I think it was, to have a somewhat consistent schedule, but it lasted about 2 or 3 weeks. Right then, game 1. We're going to win this, my boy. Oh, he's seen me. And then it felt like, oh, maybe I don't want to do this. Maybe it's not quite right. But something that did help was that at the end of 2022, George, or Grog TV, made his channel. So in the first half of, I think it was from March onwards, something like that, when he started actually talking rather than doing like 3-minute short vids. I was then helping him with the beam and automation content, and that kind of was a kickstart to slowly getting me back into doing content.
This is man. His name is Billy. He finds a nice pink car. Purple wheels. Free? He's like, free?
As it approaches the final straight, will it get number 1?
Did it sound good?
Do some more of that.
Dodge 4000 Super Big and come with 3 cars light. This V8 10-liter monster.
And then going into the summer of last year, I was thinking, okay, I think I know what to do. I think I have a somewhat plan I can try and figure out. And then I decided to get with someone. And that just chucked everything out the window because I was just focused on that the whole time. But then around September, October time, it started falling apart. But there was just pretty much one thing that was keeping my mind off it for certain, and that was editing. And it wasn't me editing a load of stuff. It was just one video that in my spare time, didn't rush it, just focused on it when I wanted to, and if I didn't want to, I didn't focus on it. So between September last year and I think it was around the start of November, I was just editing one video, just one single video, and I enjoyed that I didn't have to rush anything, and I didn't feel like I had to rush anything. It wasn't a chore, it was just I wanted to do it. And that upload was then the first one that I did when I came back to doing content in November, which was the You Are Blending Rocket League upload.
You are blending.
You have to put my child in a blend. You are blending.
There's no one ever watched.
It sounds like the start of a song. You are blending.
How many are there? 36. I've put myself. 36? There were 37
In the
last
blender?
year.
It's like you're like playing out an episode of Coronation Street in your head, voicing it out loud.
Where's the bit where the train falls off the thing and kills
The
people?
thing. You are blending.
From November onwards, I kind of started building up a bit of a schedule and figuring out what I wanted to do and or what I wanted to try. I wanted to try and do at least one video a week and figuring out what works and what doesn't work, different music choices and also consistent music choices so that every time you watch one of the videos, it's pretty much the same music each time, even if it's in a different order.
If you don't make it a V8 and/or hatchback, you've failed, and you are not coming on the channel ever again.
No. Something tells me, based on the state of this car, you don't have your license.
Nonsense.
He's in person.
In person.
And this is not going to go right, but I have the professional with me, so...
Yeah.
Oh, is that in?
We're going to like a squid.
Just something to kind of familiarize the audience with my stuff. Same with the thumbnails. I started making them all the blue background with the different trims. I'd started the trims, I think, the start of last year. So if it's a red trim, it's a gaming one. If it's a purple trim, it's a Reacts one. And if it's a yellow trim, then it's an extra channel one. And by that point, I wasn't doing the FIFA stuff. So the FIFA channel is what's now the extra channel. Again, if you scroll through it, you'll notice there is a ton of FIFA stuff. But then as I was kind of like preparing to do different things and had ideas for everything, I kind of started to get back into the same spot that I was a few years ago, where I just want to do everything. I had ideas for the extra channel that was, oh, we could do a podcast if we wanted to, or any random content or ideas that Will or George had that we can put out that would be not related to the gaming stuff, or maybe it would be. And same with the Reacts as well, just its own thing on its own channel. Whenever I uploaded gaming content, I wanted to try and have shorts that were with it, so I tried to have like at least 10 shorts per video. I had ideas to then boot up the Reacts channel again and try and edit those at the same pace that I was editing the gaming stuff. I noticed with a couple of stuff on the extra channel, it wasn't really working with the algorithm. I'm thinking probably because for 2 or 3 years, it was a FIFA channel, and then it went to doing something that is completely different, that's not FIFA related, and it was like, what are you doing? So I was thinking of maybe going back to doing simulated tournaments or whatever on that channel, but this time with WWE, because I'm kind of interested in that at the moment rather than have it be FIFA. And then if George wanted to do a vid as well, I'd have to make sure that I was rescheduling everything that I'd already got planned and making sure that it fit with everything that I could do and trying to get an upload out at the same point that he was for like my version of his vid, and kind of treating it as if it's not just two friends recording stuff and having fun. It became a bit of a chore again. I was still enjoying all of it, but then after the recording, it's like, oh, I need to edit this by this day, and I need to try not to focus on anything else, or just stuff like that. And then if family came round, or if I needed to go to someone's house or whatever, I had to incorporate that, and also work as well. And it got to this point where I was just kind of looking at my screen, just looking at a Google Drive doc of a load of different ideas, but not actually doing any of them. Just looking at it as if to say, okay, well, I've got to do this for this channel. And that's not even talking about all the rest of the channels. And it was the same situation that I've put myself in a few years ago when I started doing the different channels. I was treating it too much like a job and not like a hobby. But in a way, I kind of feel like you need to treat it a bit like a job, because there needs to be consistency. But when I've got so much that I want to do and not actually being consistent, that's where there's a bit of problems. So I just had to kind of take a step back from everything the other day and be like, well, come on, what are we doing? I get that there's so much that I want to do, but maybe slow it down a bit. So I've had a bit of a think about what I want to do, and I've come up with a new plan, hopefully. In terms of the gaming channel, which is this channel, there's nothing that's going to change. I'm going to still focus on this one as if it's the main channel, because it pretty much is at this point. Still going to be long form content. I'm aiming for at least once a week still, or maybe twice a week if I can. Just something to push out that is content for the people that want to watch it. It's the one with the most subs. It's the one with the most audience, I'm pretty sure, that actually watch the videos. So I need to prioritize this one over anything else. The Reacts channel, I've got a load of stuff recorded for it, but I'm treating it not as I want it to be at the same pace as the gaming channel. It needs to be that is the second channel. So if I finish everything that I want to do for the gaming stuff for that week or whatever, I'll then move on to putting stuff into the Reacts channel. So there will be content there eventually. I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll edit a few of them and not put them straight out. I think I just hit my mic. Not put them straight out, but kind of build up a couple so that I can put out one a week for the next like 4 weeks or whatever. And in terms of the extra channel, I started recording stuff for that WWE tournament that I was on about. I was going to start that in terms of pushing it out to people. I was going to probably start it at the start of next month. But I think at the moment, that whole channel in general needs to just go on hold. Also off topic, but if you see me looking here, it's basically because that's where my OBS is, so I can make sure that my face is all good. But the lighting does seem to be a bit weird depending on where I am. Oh, it's not doing it now. There we go. There we go. Oh, no, never mind. So yeah, the extra channel probably on hold for now. I'm not going to be putting any work into that. I'm just going to be making sure that I can build up this gaming channel and then hopefully build up the Reacts one if possible. When it comes to the shorts content, again, that's on hold at the moment. I might do it further down the line, and I get that shorts content probably will benefit in some way, but I'd rather focus on the long form content than focus more on shorts and then end up in the same situation that I was before where I'm doing too much, because the long form content has people that are going to come back each time, but the shorts content, it's more just random people can find you every now and again. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. I just got to make sure that I don't get carried away with the amount of content that I want to do, because there's so much that I want to do. There's always been so much that I want to do, but it's just finding the right time to be able to do that rather than just thinking, oh, I want to do that, let's do it all at the same time. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. I've rambled on for what could maybe be a 10-minute vid, but hopefully not. I'm gonna do the old outro. Ages ago, I used to do this.
See ya, fool!